All that matters on the chessboard are good moves and the actions you take to achieve this result. What I do is bide in the shadows, where I can strategically exploit the most vulnerable pawns. But this time had to be different. This time, I had to involve my hand directly.
Greetings, my name is the Smaltzy Cynic. Today we're going to be playing Daymare, 1998. Now, you may have heard of this game recently because of the unfortunate news that we had the unfortunate passing of Paul Haddad. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name. I technically am often terrible with foreign names or other names that I've not said before. But if you know who Paul Haddad is, he was the original voice actor of Leon Kennedy, who, if you weren't aware, has a minor appearance in this game, which is a fitting tie-in for one of his more popular roles. But I felt at least putting that at the beginning just to honor him, because while I have not played the original Resident Evil 2 ever, I do at least respect him because I did enjoy Resident Evil 4, which the performance of that Leon was based on Paul Haddad. So I can respect the man for that. And even putting a little bit of a cameo in here for those kind of fans who really do enjoy that. So really appreciate him and hope the best for his family. But for today, we're going to continue on and play through Daymare. Now, I have not played this at all, and I hope this audio is all right. It's going to be a little bit louder due to the helicopter, but we should be fine. I just wanted to test out the basic controls and get all the options menu out of the way. I think everything's set correctly. Yes, okay, so we should be fine. So, everything's set up correctly, and we're just going to start a completely new game. Now, one of my friends who suggested this to me told me, if you're going to play this, and you played at least a bunch of normal survival horror games, you got to play it on Daymare difficulty. If you're trolling me, man, you will rue the day. No, I'm kidding. He told me just to do this because it was basically the best mode for my kind of taste. So we'll do that. I hope I don't regret this. It's fine. I'm going to put the HUD ammo because I know I'm not going to be able to count it because I can't even tell the difference between clips and mags. So I'm not going to rely on me counting how many bullets are in my clip. So we got all those taken care of and we'll jump right in. Guess I could narrate this stuff. Several hours have gone by since communications with Aegis Laboratory. Aegis? I hate foreign words. Laboratory has been cut off. Now 2 teams of highly trained Hades, Hexacore Advanced Division for Extraction and Search. Did I mention these guys were Italian? I mean, I like the name Hades, but just what in the world is that freaking... I guess maybe Stars has an equally dumb name. Operatives are called out to investigate. Their mission: find the missing researchers who seemingly vanished without a trace, and retrieve sensitive, highly classified materials for a clandestine branch of the U.S. government. Tasked with gaining access to the lower levels of the lab, Special Agent Leave? We'll go with Leave for now. Barges into the second service entrance, and it is there that he discovers the security system has initiated a facility-wide quarantine, automatically shutting everyone in, and serving as a warning to those who would be invaders that some kind of experiment has gone horribly wrong. Okay, quick question, kids. That paragraph there, that's a freaking run-on, right? I mean, look at that. It's just one giant blob of text. Cut it out. I'm sorry, my inner grammar German is speaking. Anyways, let's continue this on.
All that matters on the chessboard are good moves and the actions you take to achieve this result. What I do is bide in the shadows, where I can strategically exploit the most vulnerable pawns. But this time had to be different. This time, I had to involve my hand directly. But let's get things in the right order. So I began the first phase of my plan.
Requesting the evacuation of all remaining personnel. Code Blue. Repeat, this is a Code Blue emergency. Please respond. Anyone, please. My name is Rebecca Jordan. I'm a doctor at the Aegis Medical Facility on the North Ball Islands. We have a problem of some magnitude here. There's a situation in the building that requires... There's been a terrible mishap. I think we've been exposed to some kind of gas, a corrosive agent that latches onto the lungs, warping people inside. Can anyone hear me? For God's sake, please!
I say again, we are at Code Blue. One of my colleagues freaked out. Attacked me. I thought I'd roll the dice on whatever this contagion is and kill someone, but I don't know how long this channel will stay open. The security base triggered some sort of facility lockdown. I was in full quarantine, and in fact, I fear it. That transmission was the last communication out of Aegis' laboratory 12 hours ago. The latest mission parameters are courtesy of our friends over at the DOD. It seems the corrosive agent in question is actually the same experimental gas you've been ordered to retrieve. Only problem is, they forgot to mention in the initial brief that it's also a new type of chemical weapon that kills almost everyone it afflicts. Rest assured, all entrances and exits to the building were automatically sealed at the first sign of a breach, which is standard security protocol when these mishaps occur. Your teams will infiltrate the facility as such. Epsilon, you'll enter via the central lobby on the second level, which serves as the main access point, and edge your way to the laboratory. Delta, you will simultaneously sweep through the lower levels where the main laboratory is located. According to our intel, the basement is where the so-called gas leak occurred, so proceed cautiously. Be advised, this operation's status has been raised to priority red. Repeat, priority red. You all know what that means. This won't be the simple snatch and grab you were initially led to believe. Good luck, gentlemen. Now get in there to show us what you're made of. That hell is truly the House of Hades. HQ out.
Priority red. You do understand that this assignment could be our last. Well, you know, if I were a betting man, I think I'd bet that the odds of making it home in one piece are a lot better with you on the battlefield. But that's if, you know, Gomer Pyle doesn't put us down first.
Just shut the fuck up, Leaf. Goddamn motor mouth.
Don't let him get to you, kid. That shipper squawks at anyone with a bigger stick, which is pretty much everyone. Never should have pulled his ass out that fire back at Bloom in '94.
Thanks, Hayden. Understood, Major. Get it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should just let the past go.
Romero 4 Golf, this is HQ. We hold you on gadget and show you entering the airspace above the island. You should be within visual range of Aegis at any moment. Over.
HQ, this is Sandman Actual. In descent for November Foxtrot, India. Standing by for mission go.
Sandman Actual, this is HQ. You are mission go. Authentication Echo Golf 394 at time 0227 Zulu. Out. We're mission go. This is the second platform, and the end of the line for you, lead. Green will infiltrate the laboratory via the third platform. After that, Raven and I will hold position at the external loading bay, and remain on alert 5 to pick you rubber suckers up upon completion. At which point, we'll regroup on platform 2. Keep your comms clear as a precautionary measure. Over.
Roger that. Comms clear. En route to primary
Now, unfortunately, since this is a blind playthrough, I'm a little bit in the dark on who is who here.
Unlock codes received. We are remotely overriding the service access to Aegis Station. As explained during the brief, the data interchange device is still being tested for field use. Nevertheless, it will become your most important resource, allowing you to manage weapons, consumables, consult maps, health state, and above all, allow you to interact with any type of electronic device. Over.
Okay, now that they stopped talking. So unfortunately, I'm having a hard time telling who is who here, and that's kind of an unfortunate side effect of wearing this mask. As you can probably tell based on the opening cutscene, this is a small team, which I mentioned before is, I think, like an Italian developer group, which really impressive given, you know, the visual fidelity on display. But they kind of had to cut some of the animation down, and I'm having a little hard time telling who's who. I believe this is Crane. It could be Leave. I couldn't tell between the two. But it's kind of an unfortunate problem of doing these things blind, but, you know, this one's not too long. We'll try to do it. Oh, so this is a neat little touch. I just tested this out to kind of get a sense of it, but this is almost as cool as the Dead Space inventory system. Not as immersive, but it is still a nice touch. Now what I did test out here is just shooting the bullets and just general sound levels. And one thing I figured out is that when you reload, you have two options. Because this game is for ultra hardcore gun enthusiasts, whatever rounds you have left in the clip is what will stay in there. So if you do a fast reload, you're going to drop that ammo. If you do a quick reload, sorry, a normal or slow reload, you'll keep the magazine with you. No, I already did it. You'll keep the clip with you and load in the next clip. So, interesting do or die situation. You can pick them up, but it's just one of those things you're going to have to keep in mind during, you know, fire. Now, I have not gone anywhere past this door, so everything else is going to be a complete mystery. Hopefully we don't have too much problems here. I'm going to walk around the bodies just to be safe. So, at least I can't fake any surprises here. Not this time. Okay, so jog and sprint while jog. Okay, got it.
Sandman to Agent Leave. Judging from the fragments of video we pulled from surveillance, it appears that several tanks labeled CSR-3 have already been attached to the main hoisting unit. I'll stay on standby at the main doors to the freight elevator. Over.
Liev here. Copy that. Objective confirmed. Looks like the contagion leaked out from a couple tanks crammed into the area. There are also sure signs of a firefight and explosive residue. Proceeding with the mission. Over.
Okay, so now I know for sure it's Liev. It seemed like the animation was telling me he was the one not wearing the helmet. See, that's why I said it's a little confusing based on the animation, but, you know, I can't fault them for being a small developer and not be able to do that. And I guess the idea, well then, if he has a name and a backstory, why do you even give him the helmet? I don't know. Make him stand out from the bunch? Now, you can probably tell, this is a clear, modern Resident Evil homage. So, should be interesting, especially with Resident Evil 2 and 3 available. The remakes, which now I have to specify, and it's going to get really confusing in the future. One thing I kind of liked about the Resident Evil series, even if it was a little strange, was that they had clear distinctions between each games. So, you had the, not isometric, the top-down view. You had the cover-based shooters, and now you have the first-person perspective. I thought that was a nice, interesting thing, keeping each game in sort of like threes. Well, I guess if you count, I'm sure a bunch of Code Veronica fans are all triggering right now. Yes, I know Code Veronica exists. I didn't forget it, trust me. Capcom may have, but I didn't.
It's about time you guys got here. You're with emergency response, right?
That's right, Agent Liev. How's the leg?
Ugh, it hurts like hell. But I'll be alright. Can't move very far, though.
That's unfortunate. Listen, I need to search this place for survivors. I'll come back for you as soon as I can.
Survivors? Yeah, well, good luck with that. Anyway, I'll be waiting here. I just need to rest my eyes a little.
Uh-huh. You're dead. Wait. You want me to kill him? Really? Okay. Oh, I already did it. This is going to be a real test of my endurance for not doing these. Yes, I know. Okay. Pick it up. Alright. Let's exchange my magazine. Did it say magazine? I'm going to look like a buffoon at this point. It should say it, right? Magazine. Okay. So I've been calling it a clip this entire time. Now I look like an idiot. At least I've held a firearm, so you can't say that I've not done that. It's just, it's been a really long time. And terminology gets often misconstrued with one another, so can you blame me? So apparently we're the cleanup crew. Alright, well, good to know. I don't see any disturbances with the bodies, so it's not like one of them decided to get up. Now, what's my objective again? Can I... Oh, no. I was trying to read these. A little bit unorthodox, but it kind of works. I'm trying to... Can I go down the list? Okay, so I gotta click it first, then I can go down. Okay, Dio. As a result of long-time collaboration between Hexagen Biogenetic Tech Division and Vortex, a leading manufacturer, blah blah blah, DID is the first major step in a new technological frontier for a company's private militia. While still in the trial phase, DID is a device with many additional applications. So basically this thing that I'm using. No, I'm not exactly. I'm not that fast a reader. But what I'm just doing is kind of getting the gist of it, so I can kind of move on. H additive. The substance is ejected within the DID device that company forces to proceed. Okay. So basically my health recovery. Still didn't tell me what exactly I was doing. Something about tracking the gas. Hold on a second. Alright, there we go. Boy. Talk about dealing with the quarantine on my own here, huh? Yeah, I was kind of recommended this. I have a friend who's a fellow reviewer. He's in Italy, and he recommended this since... I don't know if he knows the developers, but he seemed to really enjoy it. And I figured, you know what? An indie-made Resident Evil game? Why not? Okay, so we got an assault rifle. It's single round burst. It's alright, not single round burst. You can only fire this in single rounds. I don't see a way to change the fire rate, so we'll keep that in mind.
Liev to Mission Control, Sandman. I made contact with an Aegis worker. I followed the protocol. I'm now heading to the control room to begin loading procedures. Over.
Copy that. This all brings back memories from '94. Especially that day when you opened fire on all those poor, innocent people. Or what was left of them. Don't you remember?
Orders are orders, Major, and those innocent people weren't exactly civilians. When you finally get your ass out of that chopper and onto the battlefield, we'll talk about it. Proceeding to objective. Over.
I don't believe this is David Hayter, but it does sound a little bit like him. Could be the voice modulation stuff going on. Let me just check for that one for a second. Alright, we're good. Just need to make sure everything was hunky-dory. So we do have a stamina bar in the bottom, so that's why there's a difference between the jogging and sprinting. Curious how that would come into play during combat. So it seems like we're part of the cleanup crew, and this guy is quite accustomed to doing this kind of stuff. I think this is from the opening cutscene. So if the infected guy is here, he's going to be in this room.
Someone must have had a lot of fun down here.
Okay, so translated from Japanese. The device must be able to do that, otherwise it doesn't make sense. Honor, a word the Allied forces will never understand. Thousands of innocent souls in seconds destroyed by the U.S. atomic bomb. Not those of soldiers, not those of great men who had a choice to fight and sacrifice themselves in service of our great nation, but those of Pacific civilians who lived in those cities now totally canceled. Women and children, our families are gone, obliterated by their desire for dominance, but a desire to show the world the strength of their science, the atomic bomb. But now the time has come to show them the strength of our science. It took years of hardship to develop terrible weapons, but the worst we could imagine arrived simply by chance. We had chosen to keep the Scourge, our worst discovery, a secret because it was too inhuman even for Unit 74, where men were granted the luxury of releasing the darkness of their spirits. Okay, a little flowery, but I guess it makes sense. A weapon too inhuman even for war, but not too inhuman for those Western people who lost all traces of honor with the push of a button. The men of this crew, the fathers and sons now deprived of their loved ones, have named it Shujin, the condemnation. The world, literary works, and histories will remember the people behind the atomic bomb as villainous and blatant. Wait, what? Villainous and blatant. Okay, makes kind of sense. A mass genocide that will tarnish their conscience forever. But this is not enough. Not for us. Not for the families they canceled in 1 second. Perseverance is better than defeat. Okay, I kind of get that. A little weird. The new emperor ordered that Shujin be spread over the enemy, a divine noiseless wind, but extremely lethal. Our condemnation will tear their hearts out and lead them on a path to the same suffering we are experiencing. We departed from Tokyo a few hours ago and expect a long journey to the American coast where the plague will be unleashed and a story of their science fiction novels will run its course. At this very moment, a second I-400 of the glorious Japanese Imperial Navy should be leaving Osaka, ready to deliver the second and last reserve of the plague to a top-secret location in Germany. Unit 74 no longer exists, swept away by a 20-kiloton blast, but its creation is more alive than ever, and it could still shift the balance of power in the world in our favor. We must do everything we can and leave the rest to fate. Admiral Shinji M. Okay. Well, someone had a bit of a grudge now, didn't he? You know, you often see this kind of... I mean, I guess I can't deny its significance, but just count the number of atomic bombs and manga and stuff. You know, it's a little insane. I mean, it's not insane. It makes total sense, but just... everything is always the atomic bomb. Well, it sounds really insensitive when I hear that. I'm just hearing myself say that, but... you know, it's just something you gotta consider what's going to be like in the future when we look back. It's like, what is all this stuff with the fascination with these things? Because, you know, history is all relative and however fleeting it may be. Okay, so I can put it into a quick slot. Alright. Hold it to use the selected consumable. Using an item may also increase the overdose value of the character. Okay. Okay, so it basically will decrease over time if I wait. Got it. Okay, a small amount of health, or a lot of health. How do I favor it? I don't want to use it, that's why I'm a little concerned. Maybe if I hit the tabs. Hold on, let's try. Okay, there it goes. Alright, so it's set there already. I was a little worried if I hit the button, it would automatically use it, and that would be a no-no at this part of the game. Especially since I don't want to redo this much recording. So I think we got everything in this room. Let's continue onwards. Oh, that shaky can's gonna get me nauseous a bit. Oh, what the? Okay. Not sure I like it on the middle mouse button, but I guess that works. There's a lot of dead bodies around here. Where's the source? And do I even want to know? Fortunately, that stamina bar is in the most not unhelpful place for me. Because these little Steam window things, I really should remove them, but they don't show up in the recording, so I don't care. Well, except for XCOM, because for whatever reason, use the combine function your did to reload magazines. This name scheme, did, is going to get confusing when I have to talk about, what's it called? Wait. Do I combine the ammo? Yeah, that would make more sense. You load the ammo into the magazine. I did it before. I did it quite a bit. I think it was like 4 magazines on my first time I use a pistol. What's this? Okay, so power status, map. Can I do anything? This would be cool if I could interact with this like a computer in a computer. But I don't see anything I can do. Okay, not sure what I'm supposed to take from this other than the map. Note to trainee. I read your file, Kevin, and your resume is quite impressive. Despite your age, it seems you've already installed and maintained your share of sophisticated equipment that most techs here don't even know exist. Now, I'm not trying to scare you, but I want you to know exactly what you're getting into. I've heard you ask a coworker what kind of research is being conducted here. If I had to hazard a guess, it must involve the UFO they found off the coast of this island. These scientists are clearly seeking ways to permanently alter the human genome to create superhuman alien hybrids. Joking, obviously, but this is a top-secret government facility, and the suits here won't hesitate to lock you up and throw away the key if you give them reason to. Places like this naturally employ state-of-the-art computer systems and machinery that would go well beyond the scope of most technicians. Lucky for you, the thermoelectric generators, although extremely powerful, are very simple to use via an interface. The only real hurdle you will come across is the odd time when the power outage occurs. In this situation, all you need to do is find a PC to check which areas are shorted out, as indicated by a flashing red dot. Unfortunately, the repair process isn't automatic, so you'll have to restore power manually using the control panel to bypass the areas marked in red, which will turn green if you are successful. Just follow the instructions on screen, and I'm sure there won't be any problems. But if you run into something serious, give me a call and I'll send someone down to help you. Don't forget that loose lips sinks ships. Welcome aboard and good luck. Now I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, is there an indication of where I am? Main room? I guess I could look at the map. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, bloody hell. Well, this is an interesting puzzle to start us off with. Remember to pull it. Okay, let me look back at this because I need to... I imagine I have to look at the symbols. Okay, CD. Let's look for CD. So let's try avoiding the red ones this time. So RH. SR. So RH, S and R, another S and R, SS, CR and CA. What am I missing? RH, SR, SR. There should be 2 SRs. LA. Maybe I don't have that one. Yeah, I don't have LA. Alright. If I did this correctly, this should be the end. Okay. A little confusing on the puzzle instructions, but I guess bypass means avoid, yeah. Okay. I don't like the sound. Come on. Hello there.
What the hell are these things?
You know, I wasn't quite sure he would go down after the second shot. Oh, and there's a quick turn just like this, so yeah. Didn't forget that important function. Realize how many times I should use that and leave it within, but I don't think it's there, sadly. We should have enough ammo, we should be good. So let's just get out of here for right now. Oh, you're still coming at me. Wow. I'm starting to wonder if I should avoid them. I mean, it's the tutorial, right? They wouldn't give us not enough ammo for the tutorial. Right? Okay, well, let's just quickly reload our magazine. What? Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. Well, this is going to be an interesting system. So I have 3 magazines, or maybe I pick up more later on. And I can quickly switch between them. Can I use this? No, it's out of service. I don't think there's anything else useful around here. Power failed detective. Cargo area need mantle to start recovery process. Yes. Alright, well, progress.
Agent Lead, Sandman here. The external bulkheads are opened up. Head back to the cargo bay and activate the freight elevator from there. Over.
Going to be with its ammo, so we'll play a little bit dumb.
There's something down below. It looks like a huge submarine with markings that resemble biohazard symbols, and could the flag really be Japanese?
Focus on the mission, Agent. I don't care what titter-ridden cow curdles the milk those pasteurizing big shots call us in to mop up. Time is running out. Get your ass on the objective. Over.
Well, now you at least put the 2 and 2 together with the order, or the document he read. Oh well. Oh. Wow. Holy moly. Alright. Quickly load our ammo up. Only got 26 more rounds. Let's get out of here. Serious? Jeez. You weren't kidding about being bullet sponges.
Leaf to mission control. Elvis has left the building.
Understood. We'll take it from here, Agent. If the weather gets any worse, we might experience comm interference. Proceed to your next objective. Emergency channel open. Over.
Okay, let's see if we can run around these guys. I got a feeling we're gonna have to start doing that. Now the question is, can they follow us through the doors like in Resident Evil or no? Well, technically in the old ones they couldn't, but you know what I mean. Huh, interesting. Okay. So we gotta get the sample. Easy enough. Well, you look terrifying. Okay, I see how it works. Not too bad. New document. Okay, so file code. Okay, must be like maybe a website they posted for like outside of game lore. Like I want to go in that room. Okay. You must stop both cursors while they're inside the moving segments. When you stop at the correct position, a countdown will begin. Alright. Doesn't sound too bad. Oh, I get it. Okay, so we gotta hit Q and F to line them up. Alright, that's not too bad. I do like how that thing is playing a more in-game and UI role to both situations. Just quickly put this stuff together. Not ideal, I know, but hey, at least I can have a magazine ready for that situation. Okay, so another encrypted file. I'm not a big fan of the whole, what is it called? Not virtual reality, artificial reality and out-of-game experiences. It's just something I don't want to do. Like, I'll accept puzzles that require pencil and paper because that's at least using my own skills and stuff without having to go outside of the game. I'm still technically in the game even if it's on a piece of paper. But don't send me to a website while I'm playing a game. It's just tedious. Really? Huh, well that's interesting. Wait, can I pull it out then? No, I can't. Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting situation. Bit of realism added to my game. Okay, can I do anything? I'll go downstairs and check. Maybe I missed something. Okay, I see the temperature. I'm assuming I have to raise it or lower it. Oh, I didn't see this door over here. I wonder if there's any safe rooms in this game. Oh, you almost got me. Oh wow, I move a bit fast. Okay, wow, I have to wait until it's completely empty, huh? That's a new one. Wait, I thought I had one that had 2. 6? 3. Okay, we'll use a 3 one at least. I can get rid of that. Oh, I get it. It's because there's a chamber in the round. See? I paid attention during basic training. Okay, I didn't do basic training, but I'm talking about like firearm safety stuff. Oh shit. Oh, this is not turning out good. Well, this is going swimmingly well already. Well, I do have the SMG on standby. Dr. Everett, by now you're probably sick of my many appeals, but I really must insist that the maintenance system for cooling temperatures in the containment rooms must be remedied immediately. The system is supposed to be automatically turned on once the air reaches a specified temperature. Instead, I'm forced to send one of my people to adjust it at the terminal outside the room, which regulates the level of the nitrogen via spectrum every 6 hours by hand. By hand. To avoid further inconveniences and to fulfill your manager responsibility, yeah, I'm just going to make it simple, to amend the system, please send another technician to fix the damn machine. I sincerely appreciate the assistance. Dr. Jeremy Falk. Ugh. Let me try that again. Dr. Jeremy Falk, lead researcher of BL1, Aegis Lab, North Blue 2 facility. Well, now we know we have to play around with something. Now, how much ammo do I have in this gun? Can I merge this with anything? Okay. I imagine that will be a boost, but I don't see a way to choose it during, what do you call it? Desperation times. This diary belonged to Aegis researcher. Some of the dates are circled with red ink. 1995. Pollux, we can finally create the perfect soldier, strong, resilient, and self-repairing. And I think that most of the grunt work was done by none other than Mother Nature herself. For some reason, the local jellyfish, which are already capable of amazing regeneration, inhibited the sunken vessel, whereby they became exposed to the chemical agent. From there, they reproduced generation after generation, growing stronger with each mutation that altered their DNA and birthed hybrids. We studied these new aquatic life forms, outwardly similar to Hydra cidaria, but far more aggressive and much more dangerous. In time, we will use our study to create a new virus that can turn regular soldiers into genetically advanced war machines. But in the meantime, all we can do is wait for the government to fulfill its promise in order to begin human trials. Oh god, there's 8 pages. Okay, let me get the Cliff Notes version for this. Okay, so Pollux under friction, same species, his firstborn, we had a major breakthrough, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the Iranian government won't allow us. We injected the virus into hundreds of candidates with genetic variations yet nowhere near a solution. Okay, so they're still trying to make the super soldier. Okay, so it strengthened its host. 2-3 hours after infection, Pollux is able to regenerate cells and tissue, progressively increasing the power. Okay, so that works. Okay, so something is creating an imbalance within the virus or the host. Specific hormones that balance and regulate the body, which are otherwise produced by the hypothalamus. As long as large enough quantities of these hormones are assimilated, blah, 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 the subject's psyche remains lucid and aware, while strength, resilience, and regenerative powers remain under control. However, when they're absent for prolonged periods, the first sign of mental deterioration appear, causing blackouts and gradually destroying all life forms of conscious decision-making. After that, in most cases, the body undergoes predictable physical changes that run to its eventual total destruction. We need to accomplish in the remaining months afforded to us to study blah, 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 blah. 1998. Okay, it doesn't work out. Okay, so they inject them now with the hormones. All of this, of course, is inevitably subject to the series of unknowns that the military doesn't seem to care about. Okay, so basically they're worried that they can just go out and kill people, including their own soldiers. Oh. So basically they found zombies here. So they're basically wanting our brain hormones, not just eating brains because zombies. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Well, at least we now know a little bit behind the science here. Oh, good. Another M5 magazine.
Huh. Probably has to do with the chamber's cooling system.
Oh, bloody hell. First you give me one pain in the ass puzzle, now you give me another? Well, I guess this is definitely Resident Evil-ish. Okay, so let's leave this for right now. I know that I have a note about regulation stuff, but I need to figure out where do I go. Okay, so let's check the temperatures in that room again. Pain in the ass this beginning is. Oh boy. These two are at the right temperatures, so at least 2 of them are taken care of. Now here, this needs to be negative 15, and that one needs to be negative 20 something, I think. Okay, why you need the extra one, I don't understand. But we got it. Wow, this introduction's real bad. I hope the whole game isn't like this, where it has these obtuse puzzles. I mean, I know Resident Evil has its obtuse puzzles, but you gotta admit, this is a bit much early on. Are you a boss? Oh, this is not good. Oh, boy. That was a little hectic. Still got 11 in this clip, or magazine. Still making that mistake. Okay, we got the vial.
Liev to mission control. PLX 731 sample secured. En route to second helipad for extraction. Do you copy?
Good job, Agent. But I'm afraid I have some bad news. The objective of this operation has been updated. Agent Krychek and Wes have disappeared, and until they've been found, we can't allow you to leave the building. Your new objective is to complete the mission of the Epsilon team, and download all the research data on your DID. Please confirm status update. Over.
New objective confirmed. On my way. Over.
Of course. Because if I have parts of the thing...
I'm just a war dog after all.
It's like, he's got part of the mission complete, he might as well finish the rest of it. Not evac with the stuff or anything. It's not like we're in a do or die situation. Why am I cutting through the bathroom again? I guess it's a shortcut. Locked, huh? Must be able to get that thing open later.
Can anyone hear me? This is Agent Crane. An unidentified subject. Hostile. Protective hazmat clothing. He just shot at me. I think I heard him. Proceed with extreme caution. He is armed and deep.
Crane, can you hear me? Crane!
I'll admit, this is taking a little bit longer than I had hoped, but as long as we don't go too late, we'll be fine. Kind of expected it to just be a brief introduction, to be honest, but hey, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Or whatever the equivalent of this will be. No, of course they don't have ammo. That would be too convenient. This is a very linear... What?
Shit. I absolutely have to recover those samples somehow.
Okay. Interesting predicament.
Sandman, do you copy? I found West's body. Looks like he was shot to death. No sign of Krychek yet. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? God damn this cock-sucking storm!
Language, sir. No, I'm kidding. Audio log, okay. Okay, well, Nothing too enlightening. Kind of the problem with audio logs. You assume that they're worth it, but half the time they're not. They're just lore dumps or worthless stuff. I don't know if we need to get a key somewhere else, possibly. There we go, got that sneeze out of the way. I mean, the combat's nothing great so far, I can't say that much. But okay, that made me starve for a second. But I kind of expect, you know, point and click, simple stuff. Doesn't feel as what is it called? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people will get mad if I say this. It's definitely not as fluid as Resident Evil 6, which I guess you could say was the pinnacle of, at least for accessibility. Now, of course, this is more of a survival horror game and not a pure action game or a hybrid of whatever the hell it wants to be. But I'm just mentioning that to kind of give you an idea of what the controls are like. Well, we'll try this. What could go wrong? That wasn't too bad. Oh, great. More gun terms. Thankfully, we don't have any excessive stuff to leave behind, but just keeping that in mind for the future. That is a bit of a dopey run now, isn't it? Upstairs, there he is. Well, he can take his time, I'm fine. Is he almost here? Finally. Come on, man. Now, to be fair to the game, I am playing it very slow, but I think that's kind of intentional, don't you think? I really don't want to waste these rounds. I hear her. Oh, you're alive. Oh! Her head just blew off. Lovely. Can we leave? Of course not. That would just be the sensible thing. I'm assuming these plus signs mean they're hollow tip rounds or something. I don't know quite what that means in terms of gun terminology. This is kind of the problem with making something kind of alienating to someone who at least knows how to play games, but not... I'm not a gun nut. So, I don't know. I guess hollow point could mean armor piercing in whatever context, so I'll keep that in mind. So since I have at least plenty of this, let's use this for a while. Oh no. The greatest horror known to man. Math. That's not too bad. A couple integers Not integer. What am I talking about? Those are integrals. I didn't forget calculus that quickly. Go down. I mean, I guess if I have any problems with this so far, it's kind of just basic. I like how the pop happens kind of retroactively. Another document. And another website I won't go to. You know, I'm kind of realizing, especially after doing most of my Evil Within run, that there's not a whole lot going on. Wait a minute. Okay. Nice, conveniently placed artistic thing. Pollux. Well, at least there's at least some reason to be here. You know, do video game creators have to like You know, I'm curious, do video game creators have to like purchase the rights to these artworks? I don't know how exactly copyright works with that, but I'm pretty sure fair use in most cases, you know, fair use isn't the law, but well, it is using it for a commercial purpose, so that's probably why it wouldn't apply to it. But I am curious what exactly is the process behind that. I know, random thing to latch onto at a time like this, but...
The private office of the founder. From here I should be able to restore system passwords.
But I really don't have much else to work with now, do I? I'm assuming there's a reason these names are bolded. They're not here just to be pretty. Okay, I'm not going to read through all this because my throat's killing me. So I'm just going to kind of skim through it. All the possible names would be more appropriate, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so they salvaged the vessel. They're not the Japanese people. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so everything seems to be a coincidence or an accident. Okay, so castor gas is the thing that's causing the infection, I think. Yeah, so that's basically the zombie disease. Okay, so castor is what it's called, which is based on this painting right here, his brother. Not sure what the significance of that god is. I'm not well versed on every single Greek god. Maybe it's Roman. Don't know off the top of my head. Gets a little muddy because you know the Romans basically stole the Greek gods. Oh, good lord. Cast light into darkness, and there shall be no storm from which he cannot save you. Okay. Let's figure out which one this is. Oh, you teased me, game. This isn't a save point, is it? Is there any save points? So what's the clue again? A light into darkness, and there should be no storm from which he cannot save you. That makes me think Castor. Unless these portraits are... Oh, there's more. Kronos. Okay. So that, yeah, these are definitely Greek gods if it's Kronos. So that's why the typewriter's there. Okay. So it's not just there to be a tease, it's supposed to remember. Okay. They did idiot proof this, kind of. Okay, so I need to do caster 3 from the bottom. Well, if I know my home keys, this should be really easy. No matter the injury, it will never end its journey. Okay, this is the fleece. So what do I spell? Golden fleece? Wow, that's a bit of a longer word. See, I thought it might have been a different kind of keyboard setup. Hold on, let's... A, S, D, F, G. Okay. Do I have to do a space too? No. Okay. Okay, I realize what happened. I put C instead of X. That's why. Alright, so it's not the game's fault in this case. It's just my incompetence here. Now, golden. G. O. L. D. E. N. F. L. E. E. C. E. And done.
Liev to Mission Control. If you can hear me, I've just restored the facility passcodes from the Matrix. I'm in the process of gathering the 731 samples and data off the server. Over.
Okay, I accidentally forgot to hit the dodge button or run button there, so oops. How's my health looking? Not that great. Okay, so it slowly recovers. All right. Well, that was an ordeal, now wasn't it? Boy, I feel like you're starting this whole thing over again, just doing it better, but no. It's more honest and genuine if I record my own frustration with this. Like, I can't be mad. These puzzles are at least innovative in terms of forcing the player to do something. But I feel like there should have been a little bit of a curve here. Maybe play around with a couple buttons first, then let you start up a whole mainframe to choose from. Guess I can't leave now, huh? Of course not. So now I guess we go to that security door we couldn't go into earlier. What's he doing? Let's use this for a little bit. That way I can kind of clear my inventory. Oh, she's the one who sent us a help letter. Yeah. More website stuff we're not going to go to. Well, this was a bit of a needless side venture. Can we leave?
Mission Control to Hades. Sandman here. Can anyone hear me? What is your status? Over.
This is Liev. About time. What the hell happened? I've retrieved the 731 samples. Now I'm heading over to the server room to gather the search data. Over.
Understood. We're having trouble with the comm system. To make matters worse, this storm isn't getting any less wild, and the loads are being pushed to the limit. I don't think it'll hold for much longer. Your new rendezvous point is the main entrance, so head there. Hurry up and grab the data so we can get the hell out of here. Watch your back. Open comms 2236. Over.
Alright. Hopefully by then this will be the end of the thing, because I want to kind of get to a decent stopping point. This is why I like to know where I can end at a okay-ish rate, because I imagine once I chew all this non-footage out, it won't be as long as I fear. Also, I don't see any save points, so I don't know if, like, let me see. No, it looks like it has a checkpoint system. Alright. Is it just me or is it a lower resolution?
Hey, you! Drop your gun and let me see your hands! Right now!
Sorry. I thought you were one of those dead, melted thingies that killed the others.
Yeah, well, I ain't. And you almost got shot in the head, whoever you are.
You know, I'm no threat to you. My name's John. John Fay. I work for Aegis in the information science department. Well, mostly in the server room. I've been hiding down there for hours since all hell broke loose. All communications are down, and I didn't think anyone would risk their lives to actually save us.
What the hell happened to this place?
I'm not sure exactly, but I don't think it was accidental.
How do you mean?
Well, I can access anything via the server. The security system, surveillance cameras, and naturally, the personnel files of all the Aegis employees. I've been trying to reconstruct exactly what went wrong. And actually, you'd be amazed at what somebody can achieve down here in just a few hours. Anyway, I think it's safe to say that one of our own stole some research and covered the whole up as an accident, obscuring all evidence of their damnable theft.
Huh. You don't say. I'm gonna need that fancy ID card of yours to access the server.
Well, why? Why do you want to access the server? I thought you were actually here to rescue us.
Technically, those were your words, not mine. Sorry, bud. Orders are orders.
What about the others? All the survivors in the building? You're not gonna let us die here.
Nah, you're right. I guess I can. I mean, especially you. Oh, what the heck. I'll lend a hand.
This guy is so hammy. I love him. I mean, he's an asshole for sure, but still, he's hammy. Okay, any stuff around here? Well, obviously, these guys are dead, because if he was kept in a room here for hours, these things would have killed him, right? Right? Unless the game is going to pull something cheap like that. Oh, for the love of God, what's this? Okay, so basically it's just an informant. Alright, that's fine. Now what's this? Oh. Okay.
Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
I don't like the sound of this. This sounds like an explosion's gonna end it. Oh, perfect.
As you leave, the system's locked all doors in response to the decontamination in progress. We're gonna need a few minutes to override it remotely. Just hang in there.
Of course. Move, move, move. I can't move. I could not move. What is this, Dark Souls? No, I don't need a refresher. I need you to actually let me dodge. I guess I should hit X next time.
As you leave, the system's locked all doors in response to the decontamination in progress. We're gonna need a few minutes to override it remotely.
Yeah. We'll be fine.
I was supposed to save the last one for myself.
It worked. We got the main entry doors open. Now, get your ass out of there.
I get the feeling I don't want to drop my magazines here. As dumb as it looks. Let's quickly get our magazines. I don't see our magazines anywhere. This is kind of a pain. Do you see it anywhere? I do not see him anywhere. Oh, there's one. I think we got them all. Okay. Let's just get out of here.
That was close.
HQ, this is Sandman. Agent Lee Bayer. Took off on foot. We're getting the hell out of here and heading back to base.
My pawn moved admirably through the AG's lab. And with just a few bad moves, the game proceeded ahead. Unfortunately, I underestimated the fierce loyalties of those no-good Exocor players.
It was the most incredible fight I ever saw. We just grabbed the guy, bit his ear off, and spit it on the mat. How often does that happen?
During a boxing match? Never.
HQ here. We read your signal on beacon. You're less than 30 minutes from base. Acknowledge.
This is Sandman Actual. Roger your last, HQ. Commencing final approach procedures to base. Any sign of the others? Over.
Negative, Sandman Actual. Epsilon has gone out with their MI MIA. The special unit is being deployed to secure the site and evacuate survivors as soon as possible. Over and out.
Maybe we should have waited after all.
Not a chance. There's no way the carriers would have withstood that storm for a moment longer. Besides, I didn't come all this way to fail.
Fail? Right. You know, for a second there, I forgot how you do things, Major. You sit there, all ladylike to keep that immaculate uniform or spick and span while real soldiers go into battle. Too bad it has to be at the expense of real men with bona fide families. Yeah. Fucking Crimson Skulls, man. You're all the fucking same. I can see why you chose this boy to be your sidekick. You've both got a lot in common. For starters, just think about it. You're both cowardly little bitches that leave comrades to die.
What did you just say to me? You better watch your fucking mouth.
Knock it off, you two. Epsilon or no Epsilon. Our orders stand.
He's right. You squawk way too much.
Listen carefully, David, because I won't repeat this again. I know what it's like to lose somebody and not be able to do a goddamn thing about it. But you can't go on blaming yourself. You made a judgment call on that plane. Otherwise, you'd both be dead. And I think you would have done the same in your position. Are we clear?
If you say so, Major. It's just... every time I close my eyes, I can still see him. He's burning up and screaming for me to somehow help him. And I can't.
I know, but sometimes you just gotta move forward. Let go and focus on the present moment. You cut through that storm with your fangs out. You got golden hands, kid. I'm impressed. And now that your scars are more or less healed, I'm sure you'll go back to flying solo any day now. Fuck me.
Hey, Major. You looking to lose the payload now that we're so close to base?
God damn it. Raven, take the controls. I'm gonna go check and make sure supports are secure. That storm really pushed them to the limit.
Yes, sir.
Fuck's sakes, kid. Your file says you're the real deal. Took an SR-91 from the Aurora program to hypersonic Mach 6. That's a hell of a lot more than most pilots can say. By all rights, you should be able to fly this toy with your eyes closed. You know, I pushed for you to join the Skulls, even after what happened at Trident. Only place I want to see you falling is on the mat after our bouts. Okay, now focus and keep this bird up in the sky.
You got it, Major. I won't let you down.
Well, that was unexpected. Is this supposed to be like the prototypical American? Drinking beer, got some prescriptions. He's pretty calm.
This is Sam Walker. I'm out at the game tower at Hunter's Pass. Come in, over.
Teamside Police, Kenneth speaking. Go ahead, Sam.
Oh, hey, Ken. I don't want to rain on your parade, but some chopper nearly took my head off not 5 minutes ago. Do you know anything about that? Over.
Right, sorry, Sam. Those big shots called in last night to schedule transport passing through the area. Night exercise or something. In and out. Real hush-hush. You should be safe to go back up there. Just keep your head down.
I read you, Ken. Although next time, you know, I'd be mighty grateful for any notice. Over and out. Hey, baby, it's me.
Sam? Sorry, I was out at the generator. You usually don't call this late.
The generator. Oh, yeah. I remember to turn off the lights in the house. Otherwise, you'll have to refuel again before daybreak.
I know. Sam, I'm not sure if I'll ever get used to living out in these woods. It's just so isolated. So, why'd you call, baby? Need help booking some rest while you were coon?
Funny. You know, maybe. I'm still on duty. Listen, I was just on the radio with Kent, so I thought I'd chicken in on you. And I feel bad about not being able to take you to the Cherry Blossom Feast. I know how much it
What is even going on here? I'm serious. I'm just a little bit bewildered.
All too well. Ken, did something happen?
No, nothing to worry about. I just had a near miss in the tower involving some bozo in a helicopter. And hold on a second. Shit, I can't find my meds.
What do you mean you can't find your meds?
I must have dropped them when that chopper went past. God only knows where they ended up.
That's not good, Sam. You know you need those for...
Don't start that again. I'm fine. I can manage it. I've been living with this for a long time now.
Sam, you know what happened the last time you didn't take them.
How could I forget? With you constantly reminding me. Listen, I gotta go, baby, okay? Don't worry about a thing. It's just a few more hours. Go to bed and get some rest.
Just go get the meds.
I love you.
So melodramatic. Jesus, what is going on with this, like this
I
thing?
can manage it. I can manage it. Just like last time.
Major, what's going on here?
David, help me, please.
Don't move, Leave. Put the weapon down.
No fucking way.
Talk to me, sir. What the hell is going on?
Alex, he broke a vial in my face.
Enough chatter. Step away from him right now.
God damn you, Lee!
Well. Who would have thought? Tonight's the night that you finally fail a mission. Lo and behold, the great Sandman. Isn't as great after all. Is he? And who would have thought? Tonight's also the night when you die. You know, for what it's worth, I can honestly say, I had the real displeasure of serving under you, Major. Oh, and don't worry. I'll take care of these. Farewell. What son of a bitch? Oh, shit, didn't see that coming.
Are you seriously gonna jump out? Did you see his body fall? Oh my god. I can't take these cutscenes seriously. Wow, we are a real douchebag in this game. There's no other word to describe him. Oh boy, so we're the responsibility for this outbreak. Wow. I do not care for this character now. Okay, I'm gonna assume we can have a cutscene or a save point here.
The gas has already invaded the entire town. The mask will not hold up for long.
Oh.
I have to find a place to take refuge.
Okay, let's get to a save point first before I die. Well, this is interesting. Wow, how did it spread so fast? Holy crap. This is insane.
It seems to be the ideal place to take cover.
Great, and I gotta move around zombies. This is not how I wanted to end this. Just kill me. Let's just end it here. How about this? This is our ending for the first one. I am starting to regret this. We'll continue next time, hopefully. You know what? I'm just gonna go. This has been one hell of a night. Take care until then.